Hi, my name is Martin Bradshaw, and this is a network of traversing tranquility. Dating back to World War I, trench warfare consisted of some of the most inhumane living conditions and, at the very least, a feeling of insecurity. This design focuses on reversing this mindset when entering an unfamiliar, tightly compacted space. A feeling of peacefulness when traversing through these spaces is uncommon, while this design challenges the idea and provides an occupant an intriguing exploration. Fortification of shadows. The carved pathways and unfolding flaps help formulate an array of protected shadows that encompass the entrances and exits from the envelope. As daylight varies throughout the day, the occupants who are willing to enter will be comforted by extruded barriers that construct shadows. These constructed shadows are partnered with foldable flaps to provide additional shade. Now let me read you a piece of my creative writing. While entering into carved extracted pathways, I found myself adjacent to stacked elevations, leading to a new uncovering of relaxation. As I walk up, I notice triangular extrusions where I can rest and feel a sense of control. After continuing to explore around the envelope, I decide to make my way in. I notice an array of openings and unfolding flaps sticking out during this hot, sunny day. The comfortability from the inside of my destination and the passageways that lead to it has me to question the kind of balance of tranquility you can feel when you're entering and exiting a more compacted and isolated space. Expansive extrusions from unfolding punctures. This occupant is towards the top of the elevation, resting his head on a stacked base pattern. Adjacent to him is someone heading towards the envelope but through a more compacted space, while still feeling a sense of reliability of where they are. Both experiences consist of different forms of restfulness while being adjacent to each other. In this image, you can see how some sections of the envelope are closed, which create new openings between paths to allow all pathways access inside. This slightly elevated first-person perspective view illustrates how even while being inside the envelope, the occupants have visible access to all paths, which eliminates the fear of isolation and enhances the excitement reward of getting to a destination, realizing there's more. Over here you can see the occupants have a few elevated options, while you also observe the flaps folding both in and out, which create a more controlled entrance/exit from the envelope. If you're interested in exploring the Sketchfab virtual model later on, you can also click here. Shifting folds that intersect congruent openings best relate to my envelope, while extrusions carving new pathways of light best relate to my ground. This axonometric view unravels the elevated components/pathways and reveals the comparison between the scale of each section. For the envelope, these tectonic patterns and flaps that were previously mentioned are better visualized to where they are located on each face of the envelope. Also, you can see the carved sections that are replaced by the movable flaps, which better communicate where the openings are located for the occupant and how other atmospheric conditions could enter through. Desolate dry heat accompanied by soothing breezes with protective shadows. The desert has many atmospheric conditions that allows the comfortability of my project to stand out versus other terrains. These plan and section cuts provide a different point of view of the different elevations and how they relate to their adjacent structures and sizes of occupants. At the top view, this is where you can see how each section is connected and resembles a more controlled, systematic design. Thank you.